Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on the ridge we are working on our off-grid barn house. Now I was hoping to have the sill and sill plates done by now. Had to order some more sill to make sure we did it right the first time. But don't worry, I've got work I can still get done. What we're going to do today is continue our termite treatment. We've already had a termite treatment below the footer of the concrete. We put termite shield on, that's that metal around the foundation there. But today we're going to do a termite treatment to the dirt inside and outside of the foundation wall. We want to keep them termites out. We also got to do some work inside the foundation. Let me show you what that is. All right, we step inside the foundation. We can see fairly smooth dirt, but in places there are chunks of concrete. See all these chunks of concrete right here? And they're in a lot of places, especially around these pillars. We've got to get all of this refuse concrete up because one day I'm going to be crawling under this house and I don't want to have to worry about that. I'm also got to put the vapor barrier down, and any sharp edges like that could rip and cut the vapor barrier. So we also got to get a shovel, get a rake, start getting all this refuse up. Alrighty, let's get up on old Blue here. We're going to get her warmed up. We're going to use her front bucket as a wheelbarrow. That's right, we'll just drive the tractor up to the foundation wall. Hopefully don't hit it this time. Ask me how I know. We'll use that bucket to collect all the concrete pieces we shovel up, and then we'll just dump them off in a ravine over there, use them for erosion control, because I am up on a ridge and I definitely have some erosion issues all around these giant steep ravines around me. But hey guys, what do you think about this solar carport above me? I got 48 bifacial solar panels on a 100% waterproof carport. I love it. I can fit 4 cars under here. If you haven't watched me build all this, I am 100% solar and off-grid. So I have a playlist down there. It says solar playlist. Go check that out. And you can see me build this, put the inverters in the power shed, get the batteries wired up, get everything tested. And guys, we are electrically inspected. We passed state inspection. We do have codes here. Have to follow. We're building the off-grid barn house to code. But if you're interested in solar, I know a lot of you are new to the Ridge Life channel, go check out the playlist for the solar build. But today we're working on the barn house build. So let's start up old Blue. Get her warmed up. Let me go get the tools I need, and I'll be right back. Alrighty. I got a rake and a shovel here, got some gloves. Guys, this end down here, this is the power shed. This is where the inverters and the batteries and all that, get the power from the solar panels over there on the carport. Down here on this end, I've got a tool section. Really enjoy having my setup here on the ridge, so let's get to work. Go ahead and start off here in the front corner. We got a lot of stuff by this between the front porch piers and the house. We'll get that first. Just like inside the foundation, we got some chunks of concrete here and there. We'll get all this picked up and then we'll start working inside there. Big old chunk right here. Let's see, I got a little bit right here. Let's pick this up by hand. These little pieces. Oh, we got a bunch right here. Actually, it's like a lot of that is part of the footer. That's just like the edge of the footer pieces. We just don't have much dirt on that. That's not a big deal. Let me get the big chunkies up here. It's really all I'm worried about. It's the big chunkies. There's some. All right. More pieces right here. Big old chunk. I think that's it. Right here. Now, let's go ahead and start working inside here. right there would be good for this corner. Looks like those pieces are fixed. Get some of these. Been underneath my hand. All right, let's see. Well, that one is solid. Let's see, there's some right there. Every little piece can hurt my back when I move. There's a couple pieces right here. Yep, kind of hiding in the dirt. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, a bunch over here. Come over here. Bunch of little pieces right there. Big pieces too. Big pieces too. Oh yeah, look at that. Big old chunks. Oh, big old chunks. Looks like I might have to just do this by hand. Do it by hand. Gonna get my workout. Get my workout. Let's see, hopefully this big old piece here comes up. Oh, look at that. That's one big chunk right there. Whoo. All right, let's get the rest of these little pieces here. I might want to get my rake out, huh? Oh yeah. Here we go. All right. Oh yeah, big old pieces right here. Look at this. Oh yeah, come on now. Big old chunks. Big old chunks. All right, let's head over there. Oh yeah, that's a big old chunk. Big old chunk. I missed. Got that one right. Woohoo! I'll have to go get that one back that missed. Can I do it again? Yeah! 2 points! Big old chunks. Ooh, it's a big one there. Oh, look at that. This is something you would not want to lay on when you're crawling around your foundation, that's for sure. You would definitely not want to lay on that. Let's see here. Big old chunk. Yeah. I think I need to get my ooh. I think the rake will help here. Big pieces. Yeah, let's get the rake. It is about 110 heat index today, guys. About 110. Chunks. It's like I'm mining for gold here. That's what it feels like. Will I find gold? Except for this is the gold I definitely don't want to keep. This is the gold I want to get rid of. Fool's gold, that's what this is. This is pyrite. Fool's gold. Don't want any of it. Don't want any of it. All right. Is there more over here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. I think I need to move the tractor around to the other corner now. I think I've exhausted everything that's here. At least the pieces I really need to. Yeah, that's not. All right, let me move the tractor to backside over there. I see some over there. Be right back. That should be good right there to finish up this side. I got a hole right here I gotta fill in too. Ooh, got a big chunk right here. This is my water line. I got a bunch of extra dirt right here. I didn't have enough dirt when I backfilled when I was doing my water line, and that sunk in right there. All the extra dirt's up here. So let me just go ahead and level this out. Of course, I got the wrong shovel for this, but it'll be all right. All that filled in. And use some of this extra dirt around the piers over there. They're got a little low spots. I want to get all this leveled out. Out. There we go. Looks good, looks good. All right. That looks good right there. Then I'll come back and get some of this other dirt later. Let's get these concrete pieces now. All right. Let's see if that will pop up right there. That won't move. These right here will though. Big chunky. Oh, look at this. Big old chunkies. Alrighty. Ooh. Rake a few of these pieces up. Get it leveled out a little bit. Nice. Sift through it like a panning for gold. Chunky gold that hurts your back when you crawl on it. All right, get this covered back up. That's good. All right, we got any more over here? I don't think so, just little pieces. All right, let me move around the corner behind you. Next. Really not too much. Not too much over here. There's some under here. Tim, don't get under the bucket. It could drop on you. Yeah. I know. That would be bad, wouldn't it? That would be bad if that dropped on me. Terrible. Not too much mess over here. Let's see if this piece right here moves. Let's see if this piece moves. Nope. All right. Guys, let's move around over there. All right, this should be the last spot. And actually, this is where the biggest stuff is too. Oh my gosh, guys, come here, take a look at this. This is how much we got so far on our bucket, but look at the giant chunks we got right here to pick up. That's some big stuff right there now. Got some around this column, and I've already pre-raked up a little bit around this column and this column, but that should be about it, hopefully. Got some rather large chunks right here. I tell you, this is going to be a effort well spent whenever I go to have to work under the house. I'll tell you that right now. Worth every second, every sweat, every drop of energy here. Because when I'm crawling around with a couple foot clearance, I'll be going, whoo, I'm so glad I did all that. Hey, I got a cloud come up. I need that cloud, I'll tell you that right now. Big pieces time. Oh, doggy, look at this big old piece. Look at these. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Chunky, chunky. More chunky, chunky. And get my rake. Rake some of this up. Smaller pieces. Oh boy. As soon as I rake it, the big pieces come up. Let me finish getting the rest of these smaller pieces. I'll be right back. All right, that looks a lot better. Let's check out how much we got in our bucket. That's a good little amount of concrete there. So let's go dump it in the ravine. Call this ready to do termite treatment now. Check this out, guys. What is that dude doing right there? Sunning himself. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that, guys. That's a black vulture sunning his wings. Look at that. That's crazy. Let's see how close he'll let me get to him. Who knows? Let's see. There he goes. Whee! So just down from the carport here in this ravine is where we see my little gully, my ravine. It goes way deep back into there. But you can see right here is where I put the blocks I cut out for the HVAC. And we're just going to dump the rest of it right there as well. Perfect. Someone asked me why I didn't save that big old giant cutout. Well, it's got rebar in it. It's a odd shape. Nothing I can't use it for steps or anything. That's a good idea though. All right, let's see if I can back up here. Woo! Tell you one thing, I sure am blessed to have old Blue here. If I had to do that with a wheelbarrow, make for a longer day. All right, so now let me go get my chemicals and bucket, and I got a special tool we'll be using for this next job. Now it's time to treat our foundation for termites. We're going to do it just like the professionals. You pay over thousands of dollars to those guys to come out and stick a pole in the ground every so many feet and say they put in the appropriate amount of chemicals, and you never see them crawl under your foundation and do it on the inside of the dirt or the interior piers. They just do it around the outside and say, oh, termites don't go underground. Well, they're subterranean termites. Yes, they do. But we're using the exact same professional chemical, but you can do it yourself. You can get this same chemical online. Actually, I'll probably leave a link down in the description if I can find it. We're using Fipronil 9.1%. There's Termidor and Taurus are some of the brand names. I'm using Taurus SC. And we're going to be using it at, 0.8 ounces per gallon. I got 4 gallons set. This is not gasoline, guys. This is water. This just makes it really easy to pour it out so it doesn't splash everywhere and you waste a lot of it. I can really control the flow. So this is not gasoline. It's been rinsed and cleaned. But I do have a 4 gallon line, and I'll put 3.2 ounces. That's 0.8 times 4 for 4 gallons. Fill that up, and then I gotta dig a trench, right? I gotta dig a 6-inch by 6-inch trench. Now, a regular spade is too wide when you're digging it out, so I got this special one here, guys. Look at this. This is a trenching shovel. It does have the foot on the side of it, but this is just the right amount. Has the diamond tip, so I can really get a good bite into it. So this should be exactly what I need. So all I gotta do is do my mixing, dig my trench, and then when I come back, I gotta backfill. I'll backfill on top, and then I'll also pour some of the solution on top of that to the backfill. That way it's 100% continuous coverage. So, whew, guys, it's hot today. It is, man, I'm cooking out here. 110 heat index, but we're gonna get this done. All right, there's one. Now I gotta do this 4 times. 2, spilling it, don't spill it, Tim, this stuff's expensive. And 4. Okay, we got all 4 of them in there. Perfect. All right, for my foundation, I want 2 blocks showing all the way around. I'm actually a little bit high right here, so this first part I cut off doesn't count, but just get it off there and then go 6 inches down. You know, I was a little high right here all the way around, so that'll be all right. Again, all the way back to our 10-foot mark. We're doing 10-foot trenches. Let's start on this end. Again, 6 inches wide. Open it up. Backfill. And I will verify. Poke on that end. Whew. Guys, it is so hot. So hot. Down, pull out. Down, pull out. And I'll come back and clean it up. You know, when I get done, clean it out. Yes, this is working great. 10. Whew. Come on. There's a string line right there. That was from the build. How do we leave a string line in here? There we go. Here we go. All the way to 10 feet, right there. All right, clean this out. Clean it out. All the way back. All right, 6 inches deep, 6 inches wide. Measured and verified. Backfill is ready. Again, I won't backfill till everything soaks in. We'll come back and do that after we get the trench done. I'm gonna shake to make sure it's mixed. All right. And this is why I love this method right here with a gasoline can. I can just go back and forth, making sure it fills up. And you can see it's white. The liquid coming out is white, so I know I got a good mixture here. Go back and forth, keep going. Nice, and I'm nice and level too. It's okay if you get it on your foundation wall. Not gonna hurt anything. Not gonna hurt anything. Again, having it come out slow like this really helps it to give time for it to soak in. Keep going back and forth. I love it when a plan comes together. And I will have to have some for the backfill, so don't use your entire bottle up. Save some for the backfill. Almost there. Unfortunately, I had rain the other day, and that rain soaked up the ground a little bit, so it makes it take a little bit longer for it to soak up. Not a big deal. I'll leave the trench open and let it soak up. Backfill when it's done. All right, there we go. I'll mix up another batch of this, start digging my next 10 feet, and then this should soak in by then. I'll leave a little barrier in between, cut that, fill that in with concentration, and then that way I'll do 10 foot, leave a little dam, 10 foot, leave a little dam. Not a problem. Whew. Let this soak in. All right, you pretty much got the idea of how I do the trenching. Let me get the perimeter done, and then we'll come in and do the inside, and gotta do the inside columns and the porch columns. So we'll be back in just a minute. This is another reason right here, guys. Ants. Look at all these ants. They are all up in my business. I'm telling you. Of course, you should have seen them when I first opened this nest up. It was pretty rough. You can see the nest right here. See that big old chunk right there I pulled up. and I was stepping in it too. And see, I'm running all around out here in the dirt pile. Of course, me wearing these Crocs, not a very good thing. But man, these guys will. Now this stuff should again take care of ants in just a couple weeks. I'm not too great against fire ants, but it'll take care of ant colonies. Alrighty, we got the full perimeter done. It's taken a long time to soak in. We're going to move into the interior, and I got a little issue there. Let me show you what it is. You can see on the interior here, we are 3 blocks high. Same thing with the columns. What that means is the concrete footer that it's on, which is basically a foot or so wider than the column itself, is directly under the soil there. There's not 6 inches of soil, so I have to come out a little wider and dig a trench along the footer, and it's all concrete there. So I'll pour some water in there, backfill with concentration. But our main 6-inch trench is going to be right in there. Just so you can see what I mean, check this out. Concrete all the way around this pier, right? Same thing over here. Watch this. Right? Concrete. So what I got to do is I got to come out to about right here, right? Find where it starts. It should be about right there. Okay, right there. So right here, I got to make a trench 6 inches deep all the way around. Actually, it's got even farther in than this. There it is, right there. Okay, come in. Oh, there you go, right there. And do the entire interior perimeter and around the piers. Let me go ahead, since you've seen me do all the trenching, let me go ahead and get all the trenching done, pour it in all there, and then I'll bring you back for the backfill. It's taken a while for this stuff to soak in on this clay. We got a lot of clay in our soil here in West Tennessee, plus we had that rain not too long ago, so let me get to work. All right, we just got all the trenching done, got the last of the treatments down, waiting for it to soak up. All the interior columns, all around the interior foundation wall, even got a little bit on the front porch piers and the back patio. On my back patio, we'll have wood beams coming up to hold the porch roof, so definitely needed some there on the corners for sure. So now it's time to start backfilling, right? Once everything soaks in, we'll start backfilling, and then we'll mix up the same concentration, and I'll start wetting down the backfill, and that will be a good conclusion to this project. Guys, you can do this yourself. It's tough, but you can do it yourself. First off, let's look at how dirty I am. Woo, my goodness. I am just I'm a dirty boy. But we got it done. That's the most important thing, is getting it done. But just check out these trenches. The interior piers, they're still soaking in. And of course we got the all along the inside. Now again, remember my footer comes out all the way, so that's just pure concrete right there. So I had to go on the inside. I did wet down all that little dirt that's on top of there next to the wall. So that I definitely took care of that. We can see we did all the way around. There's these piers down. Soaked in really well there though, because that's straight dirt just below it. So, all right, let's check out the outside and see how it looks. There's the first section we did. That looks really, really good. Of course, we got this over here. Still a little damp on this side, but not too bad. Over here, same thing. Looks really, really good. I did save enough for the backfill. You want to make sure you save enough to fill up your container. And I can probably get one container the entire length right here. You know, before it was one container for 10 feet. But so I'm just wetting down the backfill. You know, it's soaked in and did all the concentration down below, so that should be okay. Another thing I did was pour a bunch of it down the crack between the foundation wall and the patio here. There's a nice little crack right there. So poured it down in there, came back, poured it down again. That way we did get some treatment in that area. All right, I should be able to just scrape this off in there. Just get the big pieces for now, and then I'll come back, get it one more time. Get it level, get it level. Oh, guys. Oh, man, you got to come see this. Remember those ant colonies that were right here next to the foundation that I got all bit by? See those big old clods? Those were ant colonies. Well, check this out. That is all dead ants. Dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant, dead ant. Yeah, so those are fire ants, so it definitely killed fire ants. The label said it would have a hard time killing a colony. Well, maybe it doesn't kill the colony, but it sure killed all of them. Let's go ahead and get this covered up. Same thing on the inside here. I'm not gonna make you watch me do every bit of it, but let's get a lot of it done. I like my little trenching shovel. Turned out pretty good. Get these piers covered up. There we go. Oh, got one over here. All right, let me finish up. Turkey vulture flying right over my head. That's crazy. Y'all see this? I don't know if you saw the shadow or not. Oh, it's that same one's landed on the carport. That's crazy. Let me go ahead and get the rest of this backfilled, and then we'll start treating the backfill. All right, I mixed up another batch of 0.8 per gallon, so 3.2 ounces for 4 gallons. And you notice I did not pack this backfill down. I didn't pack it. I put all the big stuff in, then I raked in the small stuff so it's still loose and will absorb all this juice. And that way it would be treated all the way up to the soil surface. Now I'm gonna go, I got 4 gallons in here. I'm gonna go all the way to the end and then come all the way back. And I'll just keep doing that until I get everything nice and moist. And probably make it twice, maybe a little bit more. See how it's coming out. That's why I really like using this gasoline thing, because I can really control how it works. So right back, we'll be on the other side. All right, got another batch made up here inside. That sun is setting on me quickly. It's the golden hour. And I'm gonna get this done just before it gets dark. Oh boy. Hopefully you've enjoyed today's video. Let me get this done and I'll be right back. Whew, guys, I am done. All of the backfill has been juicified, or I got it moist, okay? So, and I still have a little bit left in the container, so I'll probably let that dry and come back around one more time, especially maybe on the inside of the foundation wall here, because it will be harder to get once we build the house. Well, hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Got everything cleaned up, got the termite treatment down. Now it's time to put some wood back on this house. We're gonna build this house very, very soon. If you like these videos, I'd sure appreciate a like, share, and subscribe. Always 100% free. Hit that notification bell right down there to be notified anytime a new video comes out on one of our channels. And until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed, blessed day, and go Ridge Life. Woo!